Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the right hand side of the screen, you see a scooter that is displayed there, and there are some instruction that we have to follow that is displayed alongside this scooter, right? Now, first of all, when you see the word tangency, we are to use the principle of tangency to reproduce this particular scooter that you can see on your screen. So the first thing you have to do is for you to draw your horizontal line this way. Just draw your horizontal line. Can you see that? Then you mark a point on the horizontal line. Is that taken? Then you draw a vertical line across that point you've marked. Are we together? So you can either draw your line there or you can extend it. Is that taken? So if I should do that, I will just come here and I'm going to draw a vertical line on that point in this fashion here. Can you see that? So where they meet here is where my arrow is pointing. That will be the center of the wheel of what? Of the scooter. Now if you look at that closely, right, we are given two circles. One has a radius of 20 and the other one has a radius of what? Radius of 15. So I'm going to take my meter rule, right, and I'm going to measure radius of what? Of 20 on my meter rule. Can you see that? And I'm first of all draw a faint line from the center, which is the center of the wheel. Then the other one is what? Is 15. So I'll measure 15 also from 0 to 15, and I'll place it still at the same center, and I'll draw the other scooter, the other wheel, internal wheel or the rim. Now, after that, if you look closely on your diagram, we are told that from to get this level here, right, I'll measure the height of 15. So I'll measure the height of 15, right, from the base of the scooter, the wheel of the scooter here. So I'll measure height of 15. So if I should do that, this is what I am going to be having from 0 to 15, right? And I can just easily close it up first of all like this. Just that point. Can you see that? That will be the base of what? Of the wheel there that we can see. Now the next thing is we are given the point F1 because we are told that ABC is an ellipse, part of an ellipse. From this information here, it says the curve ABC is the portion of an ellipse with semi-minor axis CD, right? Semi-minor axis CD. So that means I will construct an ellipse around this point here. So let's see what we are going to do. So first of all, we are going to get the length from this center to this end point here, D, and to this F1 here also. So let's do that and see. So I'll measure, I'm going to extend this a little bit from here. Alright, so when I extend this from that point, then I'm going to measure 23 to get point F1. 23 to get point F1. I'll measure the 23 there. So from here, point here, this 20, 23 is here. And that point you see will be my F1. Then the other point I'm going to measure again will be to get to point D, and I'll measure 55 from that same point here. From this same point here, I'll measure what? 55. Then I'll take it up in this fashion. Hope you can see that. Now aside that, the entire height here that you can see from this base here to this up here is 35 plus 15, and that is given to be 53, right? Given to be what? 53. So I'll measure 53 from the same base, I'll measure 53 up. So from 0, or even from here, from 0, measure 50, 51, 52, 53 here. Can you see that? So that point you see, since here is not given, distance from here to here is not given, right? The highest point. So what I'll simply do is I'll just take 5 away from it. Just take a distance of 5 away from it. From 0 to this point here is 5, right? So this point I mark here be my point what? My point C. So this point here will be my point C. Now, to get the end point A, right? Take it from this point C here, take it to F1 here, right? And you put it at this center point here, and you mark. When you mark that point, that will be my point what? My point A. Can you see that? So what I would just do simply is just to complete that process. Is that taken? So I can from here extend here, and I'll come to this point to A. I'll mark the other point here to get the complete major axis. Right? So from A to, let me call it to be my P here. From A to my P. Now what I'll simply do is, this is where they are meeting, the center point. Let me call it point O. So what I'll simply do is to get my F2. To get F2, if I place it here to this point, this is F1. And I move to that point here, is what? My F2. Can you see that now? So we are using our focal point method in order to get what we want. So I can just divide this into equal parts. Now if you look it from here, I can use my instrument at this point, measure from here to here, and that's given to be 80. And I can divide it into 8, right? 10, 10 each. Since from here to here is 80, I'll divide it into 10, 10 millimeter each, right? So, or you just draw your, let me take it up a little bit, or you just draw your inclined line from this point F this way, from this point F this way, just draw an inclined line like this. Can you see that? And you start marking at any given radius, divide it into 8. So from here, I will mark 1, 2, 3, faint line now, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what? 8. Then connect it to point what? The points, the center here, to this end here. So join this to this. Place your instrument here, and you start moving it. 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 We are using our line division to achieve this. This is what we have here. So I can say here is 0. I say here should be 4, 3, 2, 1. Here will be 3, 2, 1, and that is my 0. So that I'll simply do here is just to take my instrument, right? From A, I'll take it to 1, put it at F1, strike an arc. From 1 here, I'll take it to P, right? I'll take it at F2 here. I'll strike another arc here. That is my point 1. I'll come again from A, take it to 2, right? Place it at F1, strike another arc. Then from 2, take it to P, right? Place it at F2, strike another arc. That is my point 2. This is my point 2. From A, take it to 3, place it at F1, strike an arc. From A, from 3, take it to P, come to F2, strike another arc. So this is where they are all meeting here. So long run, if I come again from A, take it to 4, put it at F1, strike another arc. So it's meeting here. So these are all the points here that we need. So I'll now take my French curve. I'll connect everything to point A. So just take the 3 points you need, you move it to the center line, you get at least 3 points. Hope you can see that. So you can just come here. Now we have this to this. This way is missing. So at that point, that you now join it together with the line of what? Of the scooter here. Just join it straight ahead. Then I can easily take in this aspect here. Here, this is the center here. So I'm taking the the outer circle from here to this point. Hope you can see that. And this one too. So we've done that. And we need to draw a tangent line. So how can you draw a tangent line? According to what we have here. Just measure a height of 38 to get to where you need. Height of what? 38 from this center line here. So if I measure a height of 38, let's see, from 0, which we've already done before, from the center, right? And you measure what? The height of what? 0 is 30, 35, this 38 here. So at this point, you're going to draw your line. So you can just connect from here to here, to F1, and you connect from F2 to that same point, like this. Can you see that? Hope you can see what I'm doing, and you bisect. Just bisect your line this way. Then you come here, you strike an arc, can extend it, strike an arc, you come here too, strike another arc. So where they meet, just draw a line going through that point. That will be a perpendicular line this way. Right? So remember that you have already taken this part already. So it is 5, according to what we did earlier. Now you now move that point to come here. You now move it from here to come straight down here. Then you're taking here. You can see that? So we have successfully gotten point A, B, E, and C. A, we have B at this point. Here is E, and we have what? C at this point. So the next thing is we'll measure a circle from this plane line here. Right? Move a distance of where 55 is. Look at where 55 is, and measure a circle of radius what? 15. which is the same thing as this internal circle here. So from this point, the same radius will come here, and you mark 15 here, and you come here, then you draw a circle this way. All together, draw a circle this way. Now you can faint line first. Then you join a line that is tangential, according to the question, from C to G. So C to G, as you can see on the screen, is tangential to this circle. C and G is tangential. Can you see that? Then I'll take in the rest here. Hope you can see that. So we're still moving, getting to the seat. Now the next thing is, you now measure from that 55, you measure another extra 30. From 55 here, this is 0, this is 23. From here to here 55, then another extra 30. Remember that this is D, this point D here, where 55 is. Then from D to K is 30. So measure your 30 here. From 0 to 30. All together, and you just draw your vertical line up at that point here. Hope you can see that. Now you measure 80 upward, that is 40 plus 30 plus 10, that is 80 upward. So measure 80 from 0 here to 8. This is 80. That is where we are measuring 80 here. That point 80 you see, right, is my point H there. So but we're coming back there right away. So that's my point H. So what we're going to do, the center of 80 is 40. This is 40 here. Right? I can call it the line of J. So I'll just draw a horizontal line there, this way. So the height there will be the height of J, which is given to be what? 20. So you measure 20. So the height of G is 20, as you can see on the screen. So from here I'll measure 20. 0 to this point is G. All together. And if you look at it very well, it is parabolic in shape. Is that the king? We are giving it to what? Parabolic, because the question says that what? HG is parabola with vertex G. How good now? It is what? It's a parabola. So we can use different way in achieving that particular height there. Right? We can construct a parabola here at this point. So what should we do? This is what we should do here. So it's telling us that the point J here is our vertex. So we are going this way. And we know that the focus is what? It's twice the vertex. Right? So if from here, if this is the vertex, if from here to here is the vertex, right? So it means that what? The focus is what? Twice the vertex. So I can easily just measure from here 0. So if this is 20, right? Then this is the vertex. To get the focus, we are going to do it twice. Another what? 40. So from here to here, 40. So I will just divide it into as many parts as I want to divide it. So let's just do that. So this is my focus here. F. Because the focus is twice the vertex. And we are coming from here. So what I will just do is from 0. Just do it the way you want to do it here. And you draw your vertical line up this way. Faint line. Is that again? So if I move on that vertex itself here, I'll just take my arc, my line from here, I'll place it here. Then I'll mark on the vertex up and down. So just draw a line from this point. I'll pass through the vertex here, from the highest point of what of H. Pass through this point here to get our directrix. Hope you can see that. So where the line meets all these points, this is the vertex, right? So where it meets here, that is where you're going to join together with your French curve. So I'll just take my French curve to this point. Hope you can see that. Then I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing here too. Hope you can see that. That's what we have there. You will just from this J here, take it here and draw an arc like this. Can you see that? So once you've done that from that point, then the next thing that I'll be doing is you take it up. It's already up there, right? So you're taking it to that line. So you're taking it from here to this line. That point you see is the distance of 20 from here to here. And the next thing we'll be doing here is bring it down a distance of 10. So from here, measure 10 downward. So measure 10 from 0 to 10. Then I'm going to take it to that point. So if I take it to that point, now I have been to this point here. Can you see that? Bring the arrow down. And this particular point here, you know this is point K. You measure 40. From 0 to 40 is here. Are we there? So from that point, you take it up. So when you take it up, so before we can draw that angle of what 60 degree from this side, therefore we need to get the wheel, and the wheel have the same center as the center here. You know, we measured K from K to this point here. We say it is 40, right? So on that same line, that is where our center will be. So if I trace this point from here straight down, is meeting here. So I'll measure radius of 25 to get the external cover of the wheel. So when I measure 25 here from 0 to 25, I'll place it here at that center, and I'm going to get my wheel this way. Just do first of all faint line first. Then the next one is 25. Is 20. I'll come here. I'll do the same thing. 20. The next one is what? 15. I'll come here. I'll do the next one. 15. Remember, I only need the outer one. Alright. So before that, I will now take my 60-degree set square, and I'll move it until it touches this height here. Hope you can see that. That is where it is going to reach, right? So I'll just draw it to a touch here, and this is coming here. Can you see that? Then for me to discover get where this outer frame will end, I'm going to measure the height of 30 from the wheel. the base of the wheel. Oh, good. From the base of what? The base of the wheel. So this is the base of the wheel here. That is the same level as this. Let me show you something. The same level as this. So from here, this is where you measure your 30. So let me take it down. So you measure your 30 from this base here. So let's measure the 30 and see. From 0 to 30. Now you now take your meter rule and you connect to here. Then you will now take in this part here from that same center. Then you now take it from here. You take it from here too. You take it from here. Go there. So taking it from that point, this is what we will be having here. Can you see that? Right? So I can decide to just make it more like, just modify it. Now this is 45 degrees. This is the headlight of it. Not really necessary I do that. This is what we have, the scooter that we're told to draw. You're not to draw this. You can just ignore that. So if you found it awful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.